Most people will never change their life, not because they can't, it's because they're too comfortable being average. And in this video, I'm gonna be breaking down the harsh truths about life that people want to avoid and never want to admit. Starting off with point number 1, no one's coming to save you. You're waiting for someone to give you a sign, show you the way, to let you know that life's gonna get easier, blah, blah, blah. This motivational magic that's just gonna appear. That's not gonna happen ever. You bring that out of you. No one's coming to save you but yourself. You have to find that spark within yourself and actually get there. No one's gonna come and do it for you. Nobody. Because if that was the case, everyone would just be winning. Everyone would just be, reaching their goals and getting themselves on the right track. Mentally, spiritually, emotionally, all of that. Everyone would be there. But no, because you have to find that for yourself. You can't be waiting around for others. You either take that control of your life and decide where you're gonna go and realize that you're gonna be the only one that's gonna help yourself, or you're just gonna be left behind and get stuck in the mud. Honestly, I think it's such self-sabotage when people wait for the perfect moment, or they wait for the right time, or they wait for something or someone to appear in their life for that exact moment. Oh, I'm just gonna, start up that business venture or start up that project when this person is back from this, or when this person, or when this happens, or when they're always waiting for the next thing. They're always waiting for something. You don't need to wait for anything. You just have to do it now. Look, time is going, man. I don't want to be on this point for too long, but time is flying, and it's either you, are you gonna be the one that's gonna make that decision, or are you just gonna let time fly by and wait for that right moment? The second point I want to bring light to is that you'll waste years of your life without discipline. Because here's the thing, motivation, that spark of that tingly feeling of you want to go to the gym today, or you want to do some work today, or you want to do this, that fades. Motivation always fades. Discipline builds your future. Those days, constantly, day in, day out, discipline of when you're motivated and when you're not. Those constant days of repetition, of you pushing yourself and doing the hard work, even when you don't feel like it, is going to build you that future. That's going to build you the life you want and get you to where you want to be. I'm telling you, these days I haven't been the most disciplined. I've been focused so much on just my life and being an athlete and training and all that stuff. And I forgot about posting videos. I forgot about helping others. I feel like it's very important to help others, and I lost that. In a way, I wasn't being disciplined. Even though on the outside it may seem I was disciplined because I was still training, I was still doing everything else. Entirely, I wasn't, because I wasn't making videos. This adds to the whole discipline. Whatever you want to do, even if it's a hobby, like this for me is a hobby, whatever it is that you're putting your time and attention in, you have to be disciplined, because that's going to build your future, even mentally. Me recording videos is helping me mentally because it makes me more structured, more focused, more organized. I have to post, I have to record. It makes me even more disciplined, and this is going to build my future. So those days of constantly, day in, day out, discipline, that's going to build you the life that you want. Not those times where you're feeling motivated and then the next day you don't really want to do that, and it's just not going to work because it's on and off. You can't be on and off. You got to be both feet in, discipline always. It's like every time you choose comfort, you're delaying the life you want. You're further delaying it. You're choosing that temporary pleasure now of feeling good, of doing nothing, relaxing, scrolling on your phone, whatever the case may be. Now that feels good. But really, you're just delaying the life you want. Because if you got up today and done that extra workout, or done that work you've been avoiding, I know there's been work that you've been avoiding. If you've done those things, the life that you want, when I mean life, I mean simple things like if you're studying right now and you're in school and you got exams coming up, if you put in that work right now, the life that you want, being in that university, being in that college, that's what I'm trying to say. The life you want will come by just putting in the extra work. Then you can relax after that. It always feels better doing that than avoiding the whole thing and just doing it some other time. The third point I want to touch on kind of links to the previous point, but comfort is the enemy of growth. Literally, comfort is the enemy of growth. The more you constantly chase comfort and pleasure, the more you suffer long term. I just spoke about it. The moment of doing those said actions, you feel good. However, the suffering that leads later on, easier said than done, because when you're in those moments and you just want to relax, it feels like you're doing the right decision. However, later on you realize, damn, if I done this, it wouldn't have. One time this happened to me. I was procrastinating on uploading a video, and I had recorded, it was actually my last video. The last video I recorded ages ago, like at the start of April, and I was just holding it off. And then when I actually sat down to edit the video, I realized, hang on, this is what I was putting off. So easy. That's all I had to do. Once you start doing things, you realize, damn, I wasted all this time and I just had to do this. All I had to do is just edit the video. All I had to do is do that piece of work. All I had to do is just wash those dishes. All I had to do is this. All I had to do is that. You save the time for yourself and you save that suffering later on. And trust me, at first it doesn't feel good. Growth feels like pain. You know when you're in the gym working out and you're, trying to gain muscle and it hurts, you're bulking, you're doing whatever it is and you're trying to build that muscle. It hurts. You get muscle pains and all these things. Growth feels like pain first, but that's where success lives. The fourth point I want to talk about is people actually don't care about you. People really don't. And the moment you grasp that through your head and skull, you will realize that your life can be so much smoother with that mentality, because it really is not just a mentality, it's a fact. People don't care about you as much as you think. And people just don't care in general. Like, nobody cares. Whatever you're scared of doing, that business venture or that project or whatever it is, nobody actually cares. Like, once you start it, you'll realize that, oh shit, no one actually cares. Nobody does. Understand that everybody has their own lives and everybody is the main character within their lives. So when you're doing something and they may see, they don't really care because they got their own thing going on. And once you realize that, you'll just do whatever. You're the main character of your life. They're the main character of their life. So whatever they're doing, that's what they're focused on. They're not going to be focused on what you're doing because that's not their main focus. At the end of the day, everybody's focused on themselves, whether you like it or not. Everybody always thinks that other people are focused on them when they're not. They're chasing people's validation, chasing approval. Should I do this? I don't want to do this because Damien or Jack might see, or this one. Nobody cares. Everyone's focused on themselves. Everyone has their own life. Everyone's got their own things going on. Now look, I gave you the 4 truths, my 4 truths about life. Now what? Keep ignoring it and stay the same, or face it and finally make a change in your life. If you're actually serious about taking control of your life and you need someone to guide you that's actually making progress within their own life, click the top link in the description and I'll personally help you one-on-one.